Hello, good morning. This is John Locke, and today I want to answer a question that I saw in an SEO forum, and this is concerning when is it best to hire an SEO in-house? When is it best to have a consultant? And the specific question asked, what's better, having an SEO consultant or hiring in-house? Now, I'm going to have an answer here that is it depends on where you're at in your business, what's best. And I'm going to say that there's 3 levels of a business. And depending on where you're at, one of those options is going to be the choice. Now, for businesses that are under $500,000 a year in revenue, I think it's the best choice is to go with a SEO consultant or an SEO agency and have them both come up with your strategy and execute on that strategy. So they're putting together the tasks that need to be done and they're executing on them. And the reason why I say this is best at this level is because it's going to be really hard to find a person to come in-house at this level. And I'll give you a story. A long time ago, when I had done some side SEO projects around 2011, 2012, and I was first starting to get my own business off the ground. One of the things that came up, somebody called me, or I can't remember if I called them or they called me, but it was a place around here in town, and they wanted to hire somebody in-house to do SEO, but all they wanted to offer was $12 an hour, and I was like, no, because at the time, my day job at that time was $19 an hour, and it's like, I'm not going to do it. And the rate that I was charging at that time for freelancing was like $20 an hour, and that was a long time ago. Obviously, it's a lot different now. But the point I'm trying to make is, it's going to be really hard to find a quality SEO at that price unless they're very first starting out. And I think it's obviously better to have a solo SEO consultant or a small agency if you're under 500 grand. That's level 1. Level 2 would be when you go from 500 grand to about, say about 15, maybe 20 million in revenue a year. And at that level, what I'm going to recommend for you to do is work with an SEO agency or work with an SEO consultant that puts together strategy, but they're also working with a member in your organization that is also doing some of the marketing. Now, maybe that person within your organization that's tag teaming with the consultant or the agency, maybe they're only doing that marketing effort maybe 30 hours a week. Maybe they're doing a full 40 hours a week. But I think at this time, at that level, that person is basically being trained up to, take the reins with the SEO. And most of the time, this is going to be a person that comes up from within. I still don't think that the revenue of an organization makes sense to hire somebody full-time until you surpass about 15 million in many, many cases, because there's just other organizational costs that have to be met. And to get a good SEO who can work on this full-time, you're going to have to offer a reasonable amount of compensation to have them do it full time. And the reason why I'm going to say this is a lot of the SEOs that are good out there, if it's a good SEO, they can easily earn from $75,000 to $125,000 on their own as a solo consultant, very easily. So it's, unless you're prepared to offer that as a compensation package to get somebody in-house full-time, it's not going to make sense. Now, if you can do that at that below 15 million in revenue per year level, then great. But most often what I see at this stage is you're either working with a consultant or a small agency, and they're still giving you tasks to do and working up strategy, SEO strategy, but they're working hand in hand with somebody within your organization to execute on all those things, and it makes the work go a little bit faster. Now, the third level, obviously, if you haven't guessed by now, is hire somebody in-house as SEO. And this is usually going to happen once you hit revenue of about 15 million and up. And at that level, you can afford to bring on somebody that is a quality consultant that can work in-house and has the skills to compete with other brands and other companies that are operating at that 15, 20, 50, $100 million per year revenue. But as I said before, you're not going to be able to hire them for, you know, minimum wage or 12 or 15 bucks an hour. You're going to have to give them good compensation. And to do that, your company's revenue is going to have to hit a certain point. At that point, it might make a lot of sense to work in-house and bring somebody in-house. I really hope that this answers that question, and I hope that gives a little bit of insight. Like I said, when you first starting out, work with a consultant, work with a small agency, have them execute. When you get a little bit bigger, have them work with somebody within your organization so the work goes a little bit faster. And once you get to a stage where your company is large and growing, then you can afford to hire somebody in-house and offer them proper compensation to deal with the competition that you're doing at that level. This is John Locke. My business is Lockedown Design and SEO. We help manufacturing firms get more requests for quotes. We're here publishing SEO tips every single day. I would love to see you subscribe, personally. That's all I got for now. Till next time, peace.